everyone, this is Ep14, and welcome to episode 14 of Ep14's Let's Play of ATM10 to the Skies. Today's plan, or at least, the goal, will be to pop on over to the end, I think. Between episodes, I was thinking about how am I going to automate the things I want to automate, specifically the logs, the wool, the sugarcane. You know what I would love to do? A little just dire things. There's fun ways to automate all of these with just dire things, so I think that's like pretty much my plan. Yeah, why not? And the best way to do it would be with advanced machines. And in order to get advanced machines, we need tier 3 goo. In order to get tier 3 goo, we need dragon breath. Cool. So my goal is to get this stuff, right? Which currently we pretty much have everything we need to make, right? Except for the dragon's breath, because we already have some blaze bloom goo. So the deal is this: head to the end, get some dragon's breath, maybe kill the dragon. I don't know, probably not. Should be fun. To do that. I wonder if there's a good way to get home from the end. That's an exceptional question. How do I get back from the end? Is like a set home thing a thing? It is. So I assume I can just slash home from the end? Maybe. Should we wear armor? Nah. I'll be fine. Right? I'll be fine. Just make sure we have like a bunch of glass bottles to collect some, dragon breath from. And then we'll be cool. Alright. Let's do this. Let's be ridiculous. Shall we? So I need you. And then what do we need for cake? Crushed endstone. Should be easy. Just get you and some endstone, which we have loads of. And then we do that. And then we do this. And then we do that. And we've got end cake. I don't know exactly where I want this to live. I'm thinking up here somewhere. So do I want to, like, place this... I kind of want to place it, like, in my house or something. Is where I feel like I'd like it to be. Right? Wouldn't that be cool? Ultimately, it's not going to live here forever, because probably after I get this. I think I need Eyes of Ender, don't I? Isn't that what I have to do to, like... do the thing? Oh, hello. I guess we're here now. I guess we're in the end now. I was just feeding the cake. Man, that is a long terrain loading. I would have cut the video here if I had realized that it was going to take this long. I may still cut it. All right, I'm going to cut it. As soon as I stop recording, I'm going to be loaded. All right, I think we're cool now. So basically what I want to do is attract Buddy Dragon, get some Dragon's Breath, and then we're good to go. And maybe look at what crystals and stuff are in here. Sapphire ore and anglesite ore and barium ore and what's that? Platinum. Ooh, sweet. I don't think I had platinum yet. Good, I can get it. Okay. I just need Buddy Dragon. I don't think we've had platinum yet. I need Buddy Dragon. Hey, there you go. That's what I want. Alright, I got the Dragon's Breath that I want. I'm going to collect more off camera. We'll be back. Alright, let's see if home works. Yay, home works. So that means I should have no problem breaking you, which I should be using a shovel for, but since when does Dire carry a shovel? And then we can upgrade you to that. Nice. Now, there's a bunch of stuff we need to get to tier 4, but meh. I'm not too worried about that. And it's Ender Pearls we can use to feed that guy. And we also should have a bunch of chorus, right? Yeah, we have plenty of chorus fruit, so we could use that as well. Now, we can get ourselves some diamond upgrade. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. And we're cool. Look at that. Nice. Do I want to automate this real quick? Maybe. Maybe. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Just to keep in stock all the dire ingots. because manually crafting them like on demand is a little slow, as we can see. Um, so maybe we set up like a quickie automation to do that. I don't see why we wouldn't. What I will need in order to do that is a couple of my stuffs. And by the way, what do we do with this raw platinum that we got? Anything cool? Apparently some cool stuff. Platinum dust, which then can be smelted. Alright, good deal. Sweet. Okay. So now we've got Celestigem, which is good times. We're going to get some Ferrocore, which will be equally good times. And I'll probably wind up moving this thing and then setting up some kind of chorusy type dude. Now, chorus fruit comes from sieving crushed endstone. So we could do this, right? If I got some endstone, here's what I'm going to do. You ready? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a functional storage. We're going to do this slowly, kind of. I'm going to make 2 end drawers. Okay. And then I'm going to replace you with that. Okay. And then I'm going to... Oops. Do that. Okay. And then... I don't think we can link the endstone. Can we? I don't think we can. Like, we can't... Or can... Like, can we link? Because what I can do is definitely... Did we... So you're linked. So how are you linked, but that one's not? I'm questioning if I want to do this way, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm rethinking this, because I like that one thing over there being like a generic, I can put whatever I want kind of deal going on. So I'm going to actually swap that back. I rethought how I wanted to do things. All I'll do is that. And then we'll use these for something else in the future. Or maybe I'll go back to doing it this way. I don't know. I'm just being dire winging it. So if I do that, you'll just start sieving relatively quickly for that matter. And then we'll get just a bunch of extra stuffs. Let's get our diamond upgrades. Because you definitely need to be faster if you're going to be doing that. Cool. All right. So we'll go back to just letting that be manual for now. And clear that. So let's get you guys. And then you can do that, which will be cool. And then what we'll want to do is quickly get this thing automated. So to do that, I'm going to come down here where I want this automation to live. Okay. And we'll have chorus fruit. So we're going to want a clicker from Just Dire Things. I should teach you how to make dispensers because I always need dispensers. And then what we probably also want to have is a dropper. And maybe I should make you this recipe just to be a little bit cooler about it, because I don't think I need bows. Cool. So now we can get our simple clicker. And look, we're already getting more chorus fruit. Easy peasy? Okay, so that's step one. And then we're going to want something to place it on. Let's choose, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do, let's do stone, smooth stone. Is that cool for placing things on? Okay, and then we will have an advanced placer and an advanced breaker. And then we'll want a Celestigem pickaxe. And that should charge. Nice. One thing I would like to do is teach you how to make a drops teleporter, because that's like a frequent upgrade I do. So I want you to know how to make that and that and this. It's a good way to do stuff. If I put you in here, you should be able to get that. Sweet. You can go away too, because I'm going to need you in a minute. And then let's get a smithing table. Cool. And then we're going to want our clicker. And our breaker. Okay, so you're gonna go, I'm gonna have the breaker be on the bottom, I'm gonna have the clicker be on the top, and then I'm gonna have a pattern provider sit on top of that. On top of that. And then some cables. For that. Okay, so then you can be bound to that. You are going to be allow list filtered by item. And the things you're allowed to break are stuff that drops you, you, and you. And what I should even do, I don't see any reason to keep these things. So let's do a Just Dire Things smelting upgrade. Except for the fact that we don't have easy access to blaze dust at the moment, or blaze rods. We have a ton of dust. How can we combine them into a rod without going too crazy? That thing, that thing, that thing. None of those do we have available right now. That is actually a little bit funny. All right, well, we're going to have to hold off on that then. We're just going to have to drops teleport the actual drop. Okay? In terms of power gen, let's do a flux point and cables. Okay. And then you guys will do the thing. So you're going to place, you're going to break. You're only allowed to break those things. You are only allowed to place on smooth, stone, or goo. And you're going to place it down, right? So watch this. I place the thing. Oh, and I have to set the area. So you're going to be boop, boop. You should place there. Yeah. And then down one like that. And then that. Cool. And then you're going to be very similar. You're going to be this, this, and that. Cool. And then what should happen is as soon as you do the thing, you're going to get broken. And then we've got ferrocore in there. Cool. So now we can create some patterns that will be just dire things. You are going to be 3 of those from an iron block. Okay. You are going to be 3 of those from a gold block. And you are going to be 3 of those from a diamond block. Okay. And then, in addition, I want you to know this and this. And I won't do the Eclipse Alloy one just yet. What I do want to do, probably, advanced pattern. Do we have that set up yet? Pattern provider. Isn't there like an upgradey dude? Pattern provider upgrade. Probably not that one. Can I just use any dude? I think I can, right? That should be cool. Oh, we're out of oak. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go over here real quick. Hopefully I have enough space. I do. And you. And then we can turn you off. I'm just gonna speed this up real quick. Turn you off too. Okay, and then if I say I would like some of these, cool. And if I want some of these, cool. I like it. All right, and then the last thing I'll do is I'll program you to keep some of that in stock, which we're going to need some more of those Emmy requesters. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I've set that up, and now I've got this cooking, and that is cool. So now I'd like to do, I guess, 2 things. Let's do this. Let's do a clicker. I'm going to want a couple clickers. So, you know what I kind of want to do? I might want to just start teaching you how to make just dire thingy things. You should probably know how to make this, but I guess you don't really need to know how to that because, like, we sip that, right? So that should be cool. So we'll start with this because the main things we want are that. The other thing I'll probably want is a breaker from just dire things. Which we should also teach up here. And I'm probably also going to want a placer because I want to do a little bit of a fun setup. Simple block placer and advanced block placer. Cool. Because remember, the whole reason that we're doing half this stuff is because I would like to put platinum away in Dragon's Breath for a minute. Automate these dudes. So by automating these dudes, we now can do that. So let's start with clickers. I might want 2 of them. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I might just need 1. Can I get away with 1? Yeah, I bet I can get away with 1. Get away with 1. Does that sound cool? Yeah. And then I'm going to get an advanced block placer and an advanced block breaker. And then I'm going to want a axe, a Celesta Gem axe. And then I'm going to want Tree Feller. That should be cool. May have just used up an enchanted axe, but let's be honest, I don't care that much. Let's set up an island for this. I might scoot it off here. So let's copy paste this. Boop, boop. Cool. Do we not have any dirt, really? Not a great amount. How do I get dirt? Something I haven't really had to do yet, is it? I'm gonna cheese it. This is cheesing it. Totally cheesed. Cool. All right. And then we're going to have a placer set up here and our breaker set up here with our tree feller set up there and our drops teleporter ready to go. And we're going to configure these dudes. And you're going to drops teleport right there. Because we already have things like you and you and you. Cool. And what we're going to want to set up is you and you. And you're going to go like that. And then you're going to place saplings wait. And then you are going to be much the same, but I want you down one Y level. Whoops, wrong thing. And then your breaking allow list will be oak. And then you've got tree feller and you've got drops teleporter. Cool. So then if I do see it breaking? That's right. Tree feller only breaks the oak. We should probably deal with that somehow. You know what I could do? What would be fun? Do I care about apples? Probably not. So if I don't care about apples, then what I could do is adjust our thing's item collector. Yeah, or maybe I kind of care about apples. So let's do functional storage. We're going to do controller access point. Hey. And then what? Excuse me. Then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. You should be working controller access point. And then we should also be able to do modern industrialization. Do what now? Oh, that's a fluid pipe. I was gonna say. And whitelist saplings. Cool. How cool is that? So now in theory, you should be picking that stuff up. Why are you not picking that stuff up? Can you not, like, on that side or something? Can you not, like, insert into the front or something like that? Is that the deal? Why are you not? You're not picking up sticks. Maybe sticks isn't on the whitelist, or have a thing. So like that, right? Yeah, why are you not picking up? That actually makes no sense to me. So what I could do... Oh. I think I lost it. That's okay. They're sheep. I broke it forgetting that 2 seconds ago. 2 seconds ago, I turned off my magnet. Literally 2 seconds ago. So like that, and then that. That is behaving better. Why did you not want to insert into there? I bet for some reason he thinks that he can't. But now he should be behaving. See? And then we should be able to do that. Is that cool? I have to double check I didn't double up on my sticks. Did I have a second sticks thingy here? No, I think we're cool. Is that good? I like it. And then we'll just set up some torches just to make this place look nice. Now, the one and only thing I might want to do in addition to this is possibly we're probably going to want to set up something for sugarcane, but that at least gets oak automated, right? For sheep, this should be relatively easy, right? What I'll do is set up my clicker. And we will do that. You're probably going to want to be the opposite direction, so is that centered? One more back on the X. Yeah, there. And then like that. Is that cool? Great. Okay. And then we're gonna want. Looks like for some reason we're gonna need a chest. Or you know what I could do with this one? I could have just a functional storage door. With a void upgrade. And we'll throw a gold upgrade in there too, so people don't yell at me wasting stuff. And then collector. Oh. Is that what's happening right now? I need to automate that. And then we get that, and then we get the collector. And that should be cool. This collector. And why not grab a machine seconds copy here real quick if I need that. I don't have that set up. Alright, I'll do that later. Why did I make that thing require that coal thing? I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. So then if I give you shears, and power, and we target. Hey. No sneaking out. He was targeting blocks, and he right-clicked the gate. Did you hear it open? Where did you go? Oh, he got collected, didn't he? I bet. Maybe. Wool needs to go in here. Get back here, sheep. Cool. Not quite sure how he got collected, but he kind of got collected. Anyway, target, passive. And do it a little faster, please. Cool. And then that's wool automated. And then all I really need to do is get a clicker to break these dudes. Or a breaker I could do, right? Breaker or clicker. Doesn't really matter. I should probably have a dedicated sugarcane farm or something, but we'll see. Alright, so what I'm going to say is that's a good wrapping up point for the episode. So we'll come back next time. And probably between episodes, I will just get the sugarcane thing going. And that should be cool. But for now, we've got, you know, I could probably bump you up one on the Y level. It'll pick up any wool that lands on the top of the oak fences. And it should only collect wool because that's all that's in there. And then, as an easy peasy, I get to do you and you. And now we have access to all the wools. Cool? And then in terms of shears, is there like a better shear? You know what I really should do? A couple people suggested this. I should add a Just Dire Things shear that's Celestigem tier that's power-based. And then I don't ever have to worry about that ever again. But I bet there's some form of infinite durability shears. Unbreakable from Reliquary. There you go. All I need is a frozen core from Snowmen. It's an option. Alright, Double 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time we'll come back and I'll get, you know, some sugarcane going. You know what I might be able to do? What I might be able to do? I bet this might be a sneaky trick. I have a real quick trick I want to try. Only because it just occurred to me this could be cool. I said I was going to wrap up. I didn't. Because it's my prerogative. If I got dirt... and water... and that was supposed to be down one, so hang on. How did I do that wrong again? Like that. Cool. And then we did sugarcane. Like this. Will you break the sugarcane? I would assume if I added you to the allow list. Sugarcane only needs to exist here. Right? And then now it'll be drops teleported over there. Ready? Ah! Sugarcane added to the tree farm, cause Dire clever. Alright, wrapping up point. Daryl 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.